Hello everyone, welcome to the market outlook for the week. Gaurang Shah here from Geojit Financial Services, and a very strong beginning for the week. Sensex virtually at 60,150. Nifty is trading at 17,940. Bank Nifty is above 38,000 at 38,080. Uh, Expectation of good third quarter this financial year. We saw the curtain raiser. The momentum will pick up this week with some very strong and influential names in the IT universe announcing their third quarter number this week, starting with Infosys, TCS, Wipro, Mindtree, HCL Tech, to name a few. And the understanding is, if you have to go by the verbatim that was given by the management on post the second quarter earnings, likely that the uh, growth is going to propel, and the numbers are going to be in line or better than expected. So the entire IT universe is going to be fired up at least this week and for a couple of days to come. And if you recollect our earlier conversation on the market outlook, we had mentioned IT and banking along with NBFCs to be on your radar, and we had advised a couple of stock investment ideas as well. And my understanding is that IT sector is going to be hogging the limelight in terms of return on investment for long-term investors. Of course, there is a news flow this morning about TCS buyback, but ignoring that, I think if I have to just go by the fundamentals and the numbers that were delivered and the outlook for the future growth by not only TCS but most of the IT frontline companies and select mid-cap companies, then I think one of the top performing sectors is going to be IT, followed by, of course, NBFCs, banking, private and public, both select few names. Autos is something that we've been discussing for a while, and now with the verbatim from the auto manufacturing companies as far as management outlook for the shortages of chip stroke semiconductors concerned, well, those days should be nearing. So our sense is that there is recovery visible, and if the uh, end of this supply disruption as far as chip stroke semiconductors concerned is sooner rather than later, then this recovery is going to be even faster than what we expect. Uh, on the earnings outlook, well, we expect just to list down a few sectors. Uh, Starting is, of course, like I mentioned, IT, banking, finance, autos, cement, metal, uh, and maybe select names in the pharma universe. Uh, Consumer durable and FMCG sector, I think it's going to be a mixed bag given the uh, cost pressure that was there, input cost pressure in the second quarter. Now remains to be seen how soon these companies are passing on the cost pressure on to the end consumer, and how much of margin they are able to maintain in terms of profitability. So that remains to be seen. Undeniably, we've also heard some of the companies passing on the price cost pressure to the consumer and increasing the finished product price. So I think there are possibly chances that in the coming days or weeks or months, you are likely to see price increase by other companies as well. Having said that, the news flows on the pandemic with the new avatar is a little bit concerning, but not as severe. Some states have already gone into some restricted mode or semi lockdown mode. Uh, Possibility of this third wave peaking off by maybe middle of Jan, or maybe third or fourth week of Jan, is something that we all expect. At least that is what is in the news flow. But my sense is, and like I mentioned last time, third quarter earnings, budget expectation. Of course, nowadays it is only 1 or 2 day events, but still the market does have some kind of anticipation. And of course, the news flow on the pandemic, that is COVID-19 stroke new avatar impact, will keep the market a little bit of tight. And on the positive side, like I mentioned, third quarter earnings and budget expectations. So overall, I think we should trade with a positive bias, and I expect that if the third variant is not going to play a tantrum and not negative in terms of news flow, then recouping the all-time highs that we've seen and going beyond that will be a reality in days to come. For the other indicators on the market front, currency 74.15 rupees to a dollar is where the currency stand, and like I mentioned, strength is reflecting as far as the INR is concerned. And on the energy basket, a little bit of bump up, close to $82 a barrel on the Brent, and 79.05, $79.10 a barrel as far as NYMEX is concerned. But again, with stronger rupee, I think we should be living peacefully. It remains to be seen how soon do we see any kind of cut in terms of petrol and diesel prices, in case if that is supposed to come. So trade with positive bias, and IT sector should be your focus, along with banking, finance, and followed by, of course, autos and the other sectors that I mentioned, metals, cement, and a little bit of pharma. I think that should be the flavor as we go forward on the earnings front. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you very much for your patience hearing, and I'll see you again next week. One investment idea, if I have to pick, not because of it is in the news flow of buyback, but the big boy from the IT pack as an investment idea, TCS, looks extremely promising. Thank you again. See you again next week. Take care. Bye bye.